Today, I'm going to show you how to self-register using the MyHC system. If you're not sure how to get to the MyHC system, I'm going to show you how to find all of our external systems using the Howard College website. So if you start at the howardcollege.edu, our primary website, you can scroll down to the bottom and you're going to find a whole set of quick links, including this column that says students. And the very first one there is going to be MyHC. You also see Black. So we're going to click MyHC, and then we're going to do the Howard College account. Today, I'm going to be logging in as Howie the Hawk. You're going to be needing to use the same credentials that you use whenever you are logging into any other platform that you use at Howard College. Blackboard, email, all of those different platforms. So you'll use your credentials. You may have to do your multi-factor, and Howie has a little bit of a different setup. So once you get here, there are some like portal news and some information. And there's actually what I'm going to show you right now, some instructions here. But the very first thing that you're going to do is go to your profile tab. We're going to open up that profile tab. We can see who I am. So it's Howie the Hawk, student ID number, and what term we're logged in as. So I'm looking at the fall 24 term. So if I wanted to look at my financial aid or my grades for fall 24, I'm in the right place, but I want to register for spring of 25. So I'm going to click change term. I'm going to find the term that I want, which is spring 25, and it's going to refresh. It doesn't look like anything has really happened, but if you go to my options and go to registration, it's going to let you open up your registration. So from here, this is where you're going to choose what classes you're going to be taking in the next semester. This is really primarily for those students who have already spoken with their advisor, have made a plan, or have kind of laid out a plan for what the next semester is going to look like for them. And that's going to make it the easiest for you using this platform. So hopefully you kind of already have a list of what classes it is that you're looking for, and that will make it the easiest for you. So what you're going to do here is you're going to go to show filter, and then it's going to give you some areas you can filter by. So Howie knows that he is going to take math 13, 14 this semester. So we're going to select department, and we're going to math. That's going to be algebra, by the way. We could search for the 13, 14 here, but I'm not going to do that shortcut for you just yet so that you can kind of see. And term date, you do that drop down, you'll see the 16-week, first 8 week, second 8 week. We're all primarily looking at these first and second 8 weeks. So he's going to look for math in that first 8 weeks. You could do some day filters if you want to. It's really going to kind of narrow down what pops up for you. And then you can select what campus. Right now, all of the campuses are selected. So you want to take that check mark off and then select which campus it is that you want to look at. So if he wants to look at algebra on the Big Spring campus and possibly online, you're going to want to hit the select key. So if you hit shift, it's going to highlight everything all together. If you click the control key, it will select just the ones that you want. So you want to hit the control key if you just want to click 2 of them. So we're going to look at the Big Spring classes and online courses, and we're going to apply filter. And then we're going to have to do a little bit of scrolling, but then we can scroll down and see what classes are available. But we want to make sure we're looking at these. So this is non-STEM foundations, math 0329. It's a lecture. B is going to be that first 8 weeks and what section number it is. So we know that's not what we need. We don't need beginning algebra. We don't need intermediate algebra. We need college algebra, math 13, 14. This is why it's so important that you've been talking with your advisor. You pick the right courses. And so we know we need college algebra 13, 14. Krista Kaufman is teaching it on the Big Spring campus. This is the classroom in the building and the room it's going to be in, the days. A T and an R is for Tuesdays and Thursdays. The R is for Thursday every week, and from 9:30 to 10:45. Or we can take college algebra with Krista Kaufman online. And then when we look at that, it has no day because our online courses are weekly, that you're checking in each week. They don't have a certain time that you have to be there or log in or be on Zoom or anything. So there's no day listed. And then the system requires us to put a time in there. So it just kind of has this funky 11:58 to 11:59 in there. And then we could keep looking at what other options we have, but it's going to go into math for business and social sciences or contemporary math. So these are the only 2 college algebra options Howie has for the first 8 weeks. And we can also double check that time frame by looking here, start and end dates, January 13th through March 4th. So he wants to take that face-to-face math class, algebra, with Krista on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So then we're going to go back up to the top and start looking for another class. So now we've asked for the filters, and we know that now he wants to be looking for his English class, and we know he needs to take 1301. So we're going to narrow down all of those English classes by looking at 1301. Howie is our district mascot. So this time he's going to look at classes. He's going to look online and at San Angelo because he can fly. So he can go whichever campus he wants. So we're going to apply that filter, and we're going to look and see what options we have. He has, for that first 8 weeks, he could take it Comp 1, English 1301 with Aaron Whitford on Tuesdays and Thursdays. He's going to have to fly fast to get here. And when those times are, or sure exactly who the instructor is going to be just yet, and that'll get updated as we get closer to the semester starting. Something else I can show you here is that it shows you how many seats are left in each course. So there are 34 seats left. Obviously, an online class doesn't have physical seats, but that's how we label them. And then this is Erin Whitford's online class. She has an online option. So since he can't fly and get here fast enough to be here for that face-to-face class on Tuesdays and Thursdays, he's going to take that online class. And so he's just selected that box. So now we can look at these show pending courses, and we can see these are the ones that he has signed up for. That online class is going to duplicate because of the way that the system looks at it when it's building for Blackboard. So don't worry about it. You're not registering for it twice. It's just sitting in the system that way. So you could keep going. So that's just his spring 1. So then if you wanted to do spring 2, we would continue, open the filter, choose the class, and then we would just change the term to spring 2. And he could do all of his spring classes all at the same time, and even a spring mini if he planned on taking a class in May. So we're still not finished. We have not officially registered. You'll see these bright colored buttons. We have a cancel and a process button. We have not processed his registration. So that's what I'm going to do now. He's only ready to register for spring 1. We're going to hit process. A pop-up shows up that says confirm or cancel. We confirmed it, and we are going to save that registration. Now you have your unofficial registration checkout. So now it shows you what your current schedule is for the spring 2025 term. He has that composition. We don't know who the instructor is. We know that it's online because there's no day selected, as well as that weird time. And we know what dates. So this shows us that these are going to be in spring 1. And then we have his math classes also showing there and available. If Howie decided that he didn't want to take one of those classes, then from now until online registration is closed, so while online registration is open, he can go back into the registration module, and you'll see where these classes that he's officially registered for now show up. It says this is your current schedule for the spring 2025 term. All that he would have to do now is select the drop button. We're going to select those check boxes, but we have to process and make sure that that gets processed to drop those classes. So you can go in and add new ones if you want to, and then add those before you drop, just to make sure you get what it is that you wanted before you drop other classes. But once you hit drop and you hit process, you can see this is his unofficial registration checkout. He has no classes. So when we go in, he has nothing. He has no courses for his current schedule. So he's been dropped out of those. I hope that this helps you to be able to register for yourself for the next semester. And if you have any questions, please reach out to your academic advisors for assistance.